Good morning and welcome to Nana's Craft Corner. I got some exciting things to do this morning. It's still continuing on the paper quilling, and there's way many things to show you on paper quilling. But this next stage is somebody asked for a black-eyed Susie, so in this one I'm going to do a black-eyed Susie flower, plus I'm going to do vortex coil and probably a triangle twist flower. So it's kind of cool things. Hopefully, cross your fingers, it'll all work out because this is the first time I've done this. And good morning and welcome. Thanks for the thumbs up. All right, I'm going to move this out of the way. All right. Let's see which color I want to use the vortex in. First person comes in here and pick one of these colors, and I'm going to try the vortex coil first. All right. And I can make the vertex coil. Or actually, no, I don't want to get it confused here. And yeah, I think I'll use the tighter tool. All right, I'll just wait for a little bit. First one comes in here. I just want to ask for you to pick a color. That's all I'm going to ask you to do. Before I get started, I will do the vortex coil. And like I said, I want to do this triangle twist. Triangle twist petals to turn into a flower. They look kind of really cool. I might have to go get some coffee. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. Meantime, I'm going to plan what colors I want for the next flower. I need cool. Well, I'm going to give it a couple more minutes and then I'm going to get started. Anybody can rewatch this if they'd like to know what I did. Now, what color would I like? Well, you know what? I might do one in all three. Let's see what happens. Start with this red one. Okay. All right, how many colors? Let's pick three. So what I'm gonna do. I wish it had the contrast of a thicker color, and there would be really cool. Actually, I might switch it up a bit. Let's see. Together. Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take one of these, a totally different color. All right, that could be in the center. All right. Take one of these darker pink ones. These are going to get glued together to start what I want to do. All right. And let's go really all out. Those three tones. I'm going to do these three tones and see what happens. If I don't like the colors, you can always switch them up to any color you want. All right, let's get started. I'm going to do three of these together. I'm going to do the pink one I want. It's the center to stick out. So let's line these up. Make sure that these are dry when you're done, because if not, that section will stick. And the whole point is it's got to uncoil. So we're going to make sure, I'll put it there. I will not work with this until it's totally dry. Tiny bit. Oh, good morning. Would love to have a lot of friends. Well, good morning, Rick. I'm sorry. So would I like to have a lot of friends. But you can meet who comes in the room. Good morning. But how are you, Rick? Let's start out with that way instead of meeting a lot of friends. You have to go find them. All right, I need. Is that dry? Make sure it's dry. Yeah. All right, so this is gonna go. Okay. Now what I gotta do is pinch it really hard, which I have no strength, but you're supposed to pinch it, squish it really hard. Put it on the table. Then I'm gonna release it. You can put it in this or a guide. Hey, good morning, Shelley. How's it going? Let's see. I think it's going to release in this one. No, I didn't. I gotta do it again. I didn't pinch. You gotta squish it really hard. I didn't realize how hard you gotta squish this thing. Wow. You gotta squish it really hard. All right, let's try it again. How are you, Shelley? Thank you for joining me. Right now, I'm attempting, it's called a vortex coil, but you have to squish it. And I don't know if I can do it because I don't have the strength to do this. Maybe my tweezers, I could squish them better with my tweezers. Let's see. Whoa! That didn't work very well. All right. You have to make this really, really tight and then squish it. But it feels like I do not have the strength to squish this enough because it looks very cool. It looks like a flower, but it's called a vertex coil. And I will do something else since I can't get this going. I am going to have to try. With all my might, you got to squish the center here. And I'm trying, but it's not going good. We'll try it down here. Oh, my finger's killing me. This, I need more practice on. You gotta squish it, and it's the issue. When you release it, it'll do a very strong coil. But wow, I see it. It is, I almost need a pair of pliers for this next time. I'm gonna give it a shot again, but trying to squish it. So this should uncoil. All right. Well, it's doing it somewhat. Yeah, there it is. There it is. So if it was right, it would uncoil by itself. But since it's not, I'm going to help it. Now this is too big, this one, so I'm going to put it over here. The first part should uncoil. If you squish it, it'll pop open. It's working now. It should pop open really easy. The center, you have to take a needle and loosen the coils and just follow it around and open it up to form. It kind of looks like a really pretty flower when you're done, but it's called a vertex coil. So I'm going to just follow it. Keep on opening it up till it all opens up till the end. Hope you're doing well out there. There, we almost got it to the end. You're just unraveling it all. And you'll see different petals. All right, and I take it out. And if it's too loose, you just come around and tighten it a bit. But you need to pinch harder than I did, because you should have went tighter than this, or like even more oval. So I feel like doing this again. But I'm going to try. I need pliers. But you can see what it looks like. It turns out it's like a flower kind of thing with different colors inside. But you need to squish it extremely hard so it opens up. Let's see if it'll open up here. I'm not exactly happy with this one because I've never done it. I was doing it live on here, but I'm going to work with it off camera and I'm going to see if I get it better. I think I'm going to use some pliers or something because I do not have strength in my fingers. This should open up really cool. So I'm not happy totally with this. I'm going to do it again, but not right now. I want to do the next project. I'm going to leave that there for later to tighten up and see if I can work with it better. It's because it's early in the morning. I have no strength right now. All right, this one's kind of cool too, though. It's going to be a flower. I got to figure out what colors I want to use, so you can bear with me. Let's see. Somewhere there's a new pack that I want to use. Nope, that's not it. Where'd my paper go? Over here. No, I'm looking for tinier paper, and I'm to show you something. But in the meantime, I will start with Black-Eyed Susie instead. Then. All right. So I have a bunch of here, and the petals are going to be. I look at a Black-Eyed Susie, and it looks like a daisy with the brown section, yellow, little yellow stems, and they're longer. So I am going to start with a whole one of these. We'll see what happens. I only have 8. I don't know if I have 12. Technically, I need 12 petals. So what I'm going to do is actually cut these in half because I might not have enough. But you'll see what I mean in 1 second. I did this yesterday. I'm going to cut. It works. You'll see. I have to pinch this. The coils are very cool looking. I just have to, I'll try it again. But I should have practiced off cam. I normally do that. So I'm going to cut these 24-inch 1/8 strips in. And I'm going to turn this baby, and we're going to turn this into a black-eyed Susie. I didn't know exactly what it looked like. Now I know it's like a big daisy. So that's not really hard at all. I'm going to do this, but I want these petals to be a lot longer. And I wanted to use one whole strip on each petal, but I don't think I have, I need 14 or 13. So I don't think I have 14 strips. So we're going to see if 1/2 makes this petal big enough. It has to look totally, it's like the ones I've done, but it has to be elongated. On the pointy part where I glue. All right, let's give it a shot and see what happens. See, this is a lot bigger, right? A lot bigger. I'm letting the coil almost too loose, but I'm just playing with it to see because I'm going to end up pinching it and it's going to go. I can redo this after anyways, but I want to pinch it on this side, turn it around. Let's see if I can form the leaf and then I'll undo it. All right, so I'm going to pinch this side, but I want the flower really longer. The petals have to be extremely long on a daisy, which looks good. See, that's a lot better. That's what a petal's going to look like. A whole bunch of these I got to do. That looks like a good size. So actually, I'll leave that alone. I might not even have to fix it. I'll glue it up to this one again. I always test to see if the length of the paper quilling, well, the paper is long enough for the petal size. If it's not, I have to use a longer petal or shorten it. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to do the same thing I did yesterday. You also can pull this down, eh? This center circle, you can slide it down when you're working with it. But I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to do it. I want it big enough. All right. Where's my glue? I want all the circles done because then I match the petals pretty close with each other. Or like I said, you could use that little thing here. You actually could use this. And put it in one of these circles right here, maybe. And make sure they all come out in that size. And you pull them out and then you glue them. But I like using, I don't use it all the time at all. All right. Tighten it up just a bit. I gotta fill my bottle tonight. I've used it so much, there's no more glue almost left in it. Just enough for today, I think. Now I'm gonna do this one over again. I want them to make sure they're near the right size circle. See, this paper stuff is easy to work with. You can enroll it. Do it again. Come on, this is close. It's too tight. It's too tight. Come on. All right, we're gonna start this over again, but it is too tight almost. It doesn't want to uncoil. So I'm gonna roll it the opposite way, which should do the trick. All right, hopefully this will work. Yeah, that works really good. Okay, and I just roughly gonna go check the size again. Looks about right. Just tighten it a bit. Not unloose too much. All right. That's good enough. I need 14 roughly because that pedal, I didn't do the center yet, so I might need less. Depends. So these are 12-inch strips because the long ones are 24, cut in half is 12. And like I said, I have to experiment when I make up a flower. I got to kind of try the length of it and when it unrolls and how much it unrolls before I kind of design the flower, which I did already. I showed you that because I want these black-eyed Susies are got a really, really long petal. And I'll show you the difference after when I bring back the sunflower. But let's work on this first. Okay. Just letting it uncoil. But I'm controlling it because it would go crazy if I didn't hold on to it. All right, let's see. Is that close enough? Yeah, close enough, I think. Oh, shoot, I cut it. Ah, I am tired. This is supposed to be cut in half. I knew I was doing something funny. I went, wait, this is really long here. What's going on here? All right. I think I'm going to get some more coffee after. All right. Let's see. There we go. I got one here cut already, but this has got to get cut. I'm going to need these. All right. Let's cut this one here. Get ready. Close enough. No, it's not a coiling rate. If it doesn't coil, it's better just to redo the whole thing. We'll get another one and do that in a minute. All right, let's try this again. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's about right. Just a little more. Let's work on this one again. I'm going to just roll it the opposite way, and it seems to work. Take it out. So, how's your day, Shelley? Are you still with me? It looks like you are. How's everybody out there? What's going on with everybody? You guys are all tired out there? See, that didn't work the last time. I reversed it and rolled it the opposite way. I rolled it the first time to stop the coiling and go the opposite way. It seems to work quite nicely. No, not much. Got nothing, any plans at all? As soon as I finish this flower, okay, this is the one more tedious because I need like 13 petals. But I do want to show you something else. It takes about 5 petals, and it's really kind of cool. If all goes well, I have to squish it again. So the squishing part for my fingers seems to be an issue here. That I'm going to have to come up with a solution of pliers or something because a little small. When it's a little small, just unattach it for a second. It'll work. Come on. Just open up a bit more. It'll work anyway, so there you go. Perfect. Okay. You have your coffee this morning, Shelley? I have a pack. I wanted to show you by color. I have another pack somewhere. I don't have any more. I have to work with the colors I have because I don't have any ordered or anything like that. But let's see. What did I do with that right here? This next one is kind of a cool thing. I'm trying to think if I want to work on the bigger ones, but the teeth is really tiny, so I don't know if I can do it. I'm going to see if I can work with a bigger flower. Petal, we'll see. Or I might have to use this one, this 1/8. I'd rather use a 1/4 inch, but I don't know if it's going to fit in the comb I got planned here, so. I'm going to start with 8 petals because I don't know. I was counting them and I don't know how big the center is going to be exactly. So based on the center, and I don't know if every single black-eyed Susie has 13 petals. I was just looking at one online and I counted the petals. So it said it was 13. There probably might be less than that if it's a smaller flower. I can see that. But right now I'll start off with 8 and then I got to do the center. Now the center is, actually maybe I better take the darker brown. It's a darker brown like I worked with the sunflower. It is a darker brown. And I want to do something a little different with the center because it's up and round. I don't know if it'll work, but I'm going to fool around with it and see. Okay, let's this dry. Oh, I'm a night person, so no coffee for you. Oh, okay. That one again is a little tiny, too tight. Let's loosen it up just a bit. There. Close enough. That'll look more good. I might have to do, like I said, I have 8 here, but I probably have to do more. But for now, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do the center of it. And now I want to go so it looks different than the sunflower, but it's there. Every flower is very similar to the same sunflower. I think I want to go to not the darkest, but I think I like this one here, this brown here. I'm going to do to the center. I'm only going to use one coil, right, one strip of the 1/4 inch to see if that's enough, because on it, it's more the petal than the center. The center's a lot smaller on this flower. So let's give this a shot and see if I like this or not. And if I don't like it, it's not thick enough. All you got to do is add another piece of paper to it. Oh, this is kind of going to be a tight coil. Let's see. This might be the right size. I can let it out a little bit. Just a little. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this size. This is going to be good because it's not the same tightness, well, it's not the same as a sunflower. It's a lot smaller. So I think I'm going to work with about just a little bit more than that. Right there. Yep, that's good. And I don't know if I can do what I want to do. I am going to use diamonds on the center of this too, because that's what it kind of looks like. All right, but I want to pop it up a bit because it kind of is. Wait till it blues. Okay, so see if you look underneath, I'm going to pop it up. I'm popping it up and I'm going to put some glue in there to make sure it stays that way. So if I go like top it along just a little bit so it doesn't come uncoiled, you can see it's a little bit beveled. The thing that I don't like is in the center here, but I'm going to be filling it in. So if you don't like it's not tight enough, then you just take this tool, and go in and grab it and just twist. Twist the right way and tighten the center up a little more. It's a little better still, because I want it up. I want it up a little bit. And a little more twisted in the center because the beads will fall right through this. The diamonds I'm talking about. All right. So when I have it like that, I'm going to put some glue all around it so it stays there. Boy, I'm really going low on my glue. Now, if I don't like it because it still has a kind of a too big of a hole. I could put a tiny little roll coil in there, but I think I'll work with this. This is going to be okay. It's a tiny tool. This is what I stabbed myself with yesterday. So this one, you got to be careful with kids. I found that I stabbed myself yesterday. This was just too much. Tighten it up. Let it go. That looks better. Put more glue. See, I beveled it. You can see it's going up. I wanted it a little raised because the Black Eye Susie is raised a little bit in the center. Not only is it higher than the petals, but it's raised up just a touch. So I think I can work with that. Now I'm going to take each petal. Like I said, normally I want where the way it's being glued, I want that hidden. So and the fat part's going to come out here, and this is the fat part, and it's like this, but it's very long. So the petals are extremely long. Now I can work with it and adjust it. Okay, see, so that kind of makes sense. They have to be really long, and I'm going to work with that because that looks pretty good. Again, squeeze. I see now I could go short and stubby, but I'm not. I'm putting my fingers further up to squish it more. Up and there. Hey, Ben, good morning. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thanks for joining me. All right, so there we go. How are you this morning, Ben? Don't you got school today? You got school, buddy? And thanks for joining me. Yeah, definitely need more petals. I can tell by looking at this is not going to be enough. Let's do it again. I'll do everything as much as I can on cam so you can see it. All right. I'm going to adjust them after but I'm just kind of picky right now. I want to see how much room I got for each petal. Oh, that's silly night bond. Well, I need at least 3 more, I would think. So I'm going to do 2 at a time. Yeah. Well, thanks, honey. Yeah. I'll show it closer when I'm totally done. I was tempted to do a stem, but the stems are very funky, and I don't know if I need the stem. I'd rather see the flat part of the daisy. So we shall see. I'll see what I'll work on. I'll put it what it looks like compared to same colors I'm kind of using, but now some people actually do this. I did the circles and do it round. You actually could do a leaf first, squish it, and it should stay in place, and then glue it after. I don't know. I just like doing it this way, because then I can measure my petals look pretty good. You have that guide thing I showed you could use, or I use my eyeballs and go, okay, that looks about right. And that's how I do the petals, but there's more than one way. I'm going to let it go. Hey, good morning. Good morning, Velvet. You know, it's funny, that vortex coil, I'm going to go work on it because this is the way I am in real life. Well, I'm really real right here, but when something doesn't work out for me, I don't leave it. It'll bug me until I fix it right. So that coil might be done today on camera or definitely off camera because I don't like seeing it like that. So I can show you what that coil looks like. I have some jewelry pliers. I'm thinking that might work for my fingers. Everything's a lot of squishing when it comes to quilling. And I don't have the best fingers. All right, let's put that in here. Might need another one too. Yeah, I think I'm going to need another one because I don't think that's enough room. Yeah, by the time I move it around, I'll do one more, I think. Should do the trick and get it glued down, and then I'm going to put some beads, some brown beads on it all a little bit, all over the place, the diamonds. I have another really cool flower too I'm planning on doing after this one. I'm going to get this one done first. And if all goes well, it's a different way of doing things. I'm not going to use this tool at all. It's going to be something else you're going to think is amazing. I don't have the actual, you can buy different tools connected to this stuff. I am working with what I have because I have to really, really I love it, but I have to really, really like it before I invest into more stuff on here to do with, how much am I going to use of it? Is it worth doing? And paper quilling is very reasonable. It's not expensive actually at all. But you can come up with things that you don't have to buy that work the same as buying something, which I will show you after I finish this flower, what I'm talking about. All right, that's about the right coil. Just a little looser. You don't know what I'm making? You don't know, Velvet, what I am making. You can't tell what that is? Somebody told me to make a black-eyed Susie. So I looked online what a black-eyed Susie looks like, and it looks like that, like a big daisy. And that is higher than the main petals. The petals are wide and tiny towards the center of it. And this looks like a black-eyed Susie because I didn't know what it looked like. It's a black-eyed Susie. Yeah, it looks like this. If you look, the center is a small brown with approximately 13 petals going around it and the wide end. So this is what it looks like. Plus, it's beveled like it's higher. So I raised the center. You're going to see the difference. I raised the center on this one because it doesn't look like the other one. Now this is enough. So I'm going to start gluing all this in place. Yeah, that'll work. And then I'm going to put a little bit of the diamond beads on there, and that'll be done. All right. So I'm going to take all this stuff. Like I said, I always work on a DVD case because it doesn't stick as good as the paper will stick for me. So take all these back up here. All right. See, I just spilt some, but I know on this plastic it'll let me move it. And I'll fix, if they start popping up a bit too much, that's where I glue the back and it stays really stable after I'm done. But I got to get the petals in place first and let that stick before I move on. Okay. Oh, okay. Kids got to go to the doc. How are you feeling today, Velvet? My finger's sticking to it a bit. I like adjusting the petals as I go into spots that I like. Mike, are you out there? Could be Mike too. I don't know. All right. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Now, if I can't squish them in now, I'll just use it on something else, I guess. It's going to get slid because I know there's too much glue. I can see it right here, but all right, let's keep going until I can get it exactly the way I like it, and then I'll let it set. See, I don't need that one, but I'm going to make it fit anyways because I made it. Let's squish it to have more petals. maybe not. It's not happy me putting another one in. That's fine. Now, if the center would have been a little bit bigger, I probably could have put more petals in, but I like the size of this flower, and it's perfect. Honey, come on. Nice to me. Let me put that last petal in. Has anyone kids? I hope they are okay. What? Has anyone heard from? Oh, she's fine. She just hangs wherever she wants to hang. She's absolutely fine, Velvet. She just goes wherever she likes. She's a free flying bird, crafting bird, and she goes all over the place. I am sure she's fine. You're talking about, because of the weather, but I think she has good parents. They're very smart, and I'm sure there's no issue. I think. I mean, really, she shouldn't be on here anyways. If there's weather conditions, I would not be on here at all on the internet. I'd be going to a shelter, and they wouldn't have the internet there. So that's what I think. Let's move this out of the way. See, look at all the glue I got back there. That's why I do this. And I'll move it again until it starts drying. And I'm going to flip the other side after to make it dry even harder. There. Stand there. Stay. Slide it over here. And I'll just come along with the rag and wipe the back of the DVD case off. I just don't like the feel when it goes to hurricane hit the Carolinas last night. Thousands without power. Oh, no wonder why you're asking. I get it. But I think Velvet, like I said, if there's no power, that's why she probably doesn't have the internet. And I'm pretty sure her parents are right on this because I watched her mom and dad take care of her. Dad's in there all the time going, what do you need? She's got very good parents. So I think they're pretty clever. They would not just not take caution of that, what they got to do and move out of there. All right. All right. I'm just going to let that dry a little bit, but I'm going to put some beads on here. And I don't want the color to pop really a lot. So I'm going to pick something that kind of blends with the beads, which kind of like this one here. So I'm going to take that one. Yeah, that's what I'm going to use. Yeah, it is velvet. I don't think we have to worry. I think she's going to be fine. And she'll come back and tell us too. She will definitely come back and tell us how things are when she gets power back on if she doesn't have it. Okay, so I still don't like this. I want to squish this together. Okay. Much better. I don't know. That looks good. All right, slide it away because it's sticking again. Oh, see? It's not dry yet. I'm going to put glue on the back. You won't even see it. It's flying off of me here. There we go. I'm picky about how it's flying away here, but let's see. All right, I might want to fill in that hole. Let's put this brown away. I'll fix the rest of this after. That glue bottle sure comes in handy for just a thin line of glue. Yeah, it's really, really good stuff. It certainly is there, Velvet. I'm still going to put more glue on here because right now it's sticking too much. So I want the petals to stay together, but I'm going to force it into the center more because I don't like, it's too loose on one side. Hey, MT. Should have known you guys are pretty quiet back there. See, I want to put a touch in here. So I want these to come in. They're just creeping today. Yep, I thought so. They were just quiet and creeping and didn't want to say anything, or they just had the thing rolling on. Yep, they were there, Velvet, the whole time. Just being a little bit creepy. That's right. We are having thunderstorms this morning, nice and warm, and they really ought to have one in the morning. Oh, All right, I'm leaving that to the side for now. I want to work on a couple other things, but I'm going to come back and touch things up, squish them in a bit better. But there's the main flower that I just did. That's Black-Eyed Susie that somebody asked me to do yesterday. That's what that looks like. Long petals, small in the center. And I'm going to touch it up. I just want it to dry up a little bit better before I work with it more. All right, now that vertex thing is I'm going to do some, this is the one I want to work on next, but I don't know what colors I want to use. I'm going to use a flea comb on this. And they use different things like this size comb, which I've already done something with already. Mind you, you pay by the comb, and I'm just going to work with what I have. I have to put, I want to see what colors I like first and what I got enough of, and I want to work with the smaller one. The 1/8, and I know I have a whole full pack. I just don't know where it is at this moment. Let's see if I can find it. All right, where is it? There it is, right here. Brand new pack, right there. I am going to put some colors together. I want to. What color do I need? I need at least enough for the whole thing. So, what did she use? 12-inch strips. I only need half for each petal. So I'm going to add a white in here. And it should take 5 petals to do what I want to do next. Now, this is not a particular flower, just a design I'm working with to see if I like it. My kitchen smells like sausage. Alrighty. So let me get this set up the colors I want. I wanted pinks. All right. I'm going to take half of this and cut it in half. These are 24 strips of the 1/8. I want to use white, and I'm going to use 5 of these, but I'll do one petal at a time to make sure they turn out right. All right, one. What else I got in here? Let's use this other stuff up first. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I don't know if I got enough of this. I think I'm going to take pink, attach pink. Okay. It's the same size. I'll put it over here. I don't know why my bot is working so well today. Look at that baby. It's working crazy. All right. My kitchen smelled like sausage this morning. Do you all believe in spirits? She asked. I don't know how to answer that one, so I'm not answering it at all, Velvet. I have no idea whether I believe in them or not. Maybe they exist. I don't know. I don't mind them. Well, yeah, I shouldn't say that. I find that stuff interesting, but that's what I'll say. Hi, good morning, Kathleen. How are you? Good morning. Okay, this is going to be a little harder than I thought, but it's because the teeth are really tiny on this one. All right, we can do it. I can do it. I can do it. Second, right there. All right. I think this cone's not going to be, it's going to be too small. But I'm going to have to, I'll work in the center. That might work all right. Let's see what happens here. Right. Going around. That would be too wide. They had a better comb. I don't know if I can work with this thing, but what the heck? I'm going to give it a shot and see what happens. Okay. What's going on in your neck of the woods? Well, I don't really want to use the bigger comb. I know the bigger comb works, but I don't want to do this. I want to try a smaller comb. Come on, baby. No, this might not work today. Some of this stuff I should practice offline, but I did it. And that comb's too big. That's what I want to do. Yeah, trying to been watching zombies. Then see Nana was on, so watching Nana. You're watching zombies? Oh my. There, we did it. Yes. Let's see. Yes, finally. Now. Oh, this is really tight. I wish I had a bigger comb, like in between comb. This is not going to work. It's too tight. Yeah, it's not going to work. I'll try something else, but I wish I had a smaller comb because this is too big. What I have planned. I'll be right back. I got to see if I can find a smaller comb. This is not going to work. Found something that's going to work, I hope. There we go, a bigger comb. All right, and you can see it actually. Wonder if that's gonna, yeah, it should stretch. I'm gonna start a little lower. I get busy cleaning. Oh, the other house. Yeah. Yeah, you said you're gonna rent it to your friend, didn't you? Right, there we go. I'll be glad to get this one packed. Gave my children a lot of furniture, so now leave me some things packed till I decide to get new furniture. Ah, okay. I thought you were getting so messed up, or not messed up, but upset with that internet. You might have moved the way you were talking. bare bones for me now. I think what I'm gonna do. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna do the next row. Let's see how that works. Okay. I'm just going to try it this one. It should be bigger than this, but I'm going to leave it at this. I want to just see what it looks like. Should have been 3 colors, but I don't have the right comb. This is a really bad comb. It's not working out. So I am going to come around here. Just go back here and see what happens. I will work this off camera better later. I'm just going to do one petal today because I need a better comb. Oh, you leaving? Gotta go Nana later, Kathleen Velvet. Okay, see you later, Mike. Thanks for jumping in. See you later. All right, that's what it looks like. Now, if it was a better comb, it would have 3 colors. Then you're gonna take tweezers. I think it was that way or that way. I think it's this way, and I'm gonna go. Is that the? No, I think I'm gonna switch it this way and see what happens. Wait a minute. This thing came in. Nope. Nope. That's not going to work. I need a better comb. I'm going to practice that off cam because I don't like what I just did at all. Oh, I'm going to do this vortexing thing, which is a really cool thing, too. Let's do it again. And I want to get some pliers. It's a neat idea. You have to wait until it's a very cool thing. I just normally I did the stuff offline and then I know what I'm doing, and I didn't today. I thought I'd do it cold turkey. So that didn't work out, but I will be coming back with it, doing it offline and then coming back to show you. Then I'm more comfortable with it. But this thing, I know that will work. I just don't have strong fingers. This is called a vortex coil. Paper quilling vortex coil, where you glue 3 different color papers together. You're going to roll it, and then you have to squish it. And it is really cool. You can switch it in different directions. Let's see. I'll go the opposite way. I just don't have strong fingers, so I got pliers out, and we'll see if that works. You have to really squish it, and it looks really amazing, actually. This looks a vortex coil, but you can use it as flowers and stuff. All right. And I glued 3 different colors that I thought would look pretty together. And of course, it's what I have in my stash. I don't have anything else. Wait, where's my tool? Alrighty, here we go. It's nice out today. I got to get out because I have not been out of the house. So I think as soon as I get off of here, I am going out. I'm going to get out of the house for a little while. Okay, this one you got to keep really tight before you let it loose. And the point to that is I can't squish it. There's different ways to squish it. And I don't know if this is going to work at all because it might not be big enough. Yeah, that just ripped the paper. That might not work. Okay, come on, squish. There. I'm using this as the best I can squish it because it has to be squished really good. It has to stay tight and you have to squish it. And depending on how you squish it, the vortex opens up different. It's really cool, actually. So I'm doing this using all full force. You have to go, everyone's leaving? Yeah, me too. I have a bunch of running around to do. Yeah, I might have to. It's really, really tight. Let's see what happens. When you let go, there, it should go on. It's so swish tight. See, look, it's going on its own. It should go on its own. And it's really cool, but it's not doing it because I'm not squishing it tight enough. There you go. See, once it's squished really tight. See, this is a square one. I never planned it square, but it's going to be a square vortex. But when it's squished really tight, it'll expand on its own, which it did a little bit, not good enough. And then you let go, and then after it lets go, then you take a needle tool, and you poke it until it releases. Now, this was not supposed to be square, but nonetheless, it's going to look kind of cool. I'm going to let this one be for today. the edge of this. All right, I'll glue this off for now. No, I still don't like it. It's not quite tight enough. All right. You're going to get to see a better one. I'm going to do it off cam. I just need some strength to do these because these are really, really very cool flowers, looking flowers when they're done. This is a little too loose though, but actually. You have to see the center of this to show what I'm talking about, but yeah, this looks pretty good. Keep an eye out. Okay, could be honeybees. If so, I wouldn't. All right, I'm gonna flip this upside down. Gotta go. Gotta go. Have a great day. You too, Kathleen. See you later. If it's a round ball shape next, it might be paper wasps. They are aggressive and resistant to many types of sprays. Yeah, wasp are. Yeah, wasp are not good. Oh. Alrighty. There's one of these. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool what I did with this. And I'm going to do something later, but there's a leaf or a flower stem. I got to show you. I'll put this up here. This has got to glue. Stay glued. Oh, let me get it up here. Anyways, a vortex is very cool. I'm just going to work with it better. It look like a cool flower. It's got to get glued. I'll come back and show. I'm going to put some stuff together offline, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. And then we'll do it again online when I get know what I'm doing here better. Well, you guys, I got about 7 more minutes. I thank you guys for being with me. I'm going to probably get off too and get my butt going to do some stuff. Yeah, you can't really see it. And I wait. I want to show you it. I didn't do it justice, but wait until you see when I get it working right. This is what I should have did. I normally practice offline, and then I know exactly how to do it. But this time I just threw this together. I even threw the daisy, but the black-eyed Susie. So I think that turned out pretty good. And this is another technique too that I'm going to work. You'll put it all together and do another flower with this stuff. So actually what I should do is do this to show you the difference. Oh, it's all right. It's all good. Well, I'm not going to come back until I get this fixed up here, right, to show you, because all the stuff I'm doing is very, very cool stuff. Yeah, I know, but it's no good if I can't do it. I need to show people how to do it, so I need to do it, not Trucker Man. But I appreciate the thought of getting Trucker Man to squish it for me, but I need to know. I have this feeling I know what I did wrong, and I have this feeling I did the coil too tight. If I did the coil not as tight, I'm talking about less paper and squished it really good, I bet you that was my issue. But I agree. I appreciate the thought of getting Trucker Man, but now that I don't know where this. It's all good. So everybody's got to go in town today. Everybody's got a busy day, eh? Sounds like it. Let me get out of the house too. Oh, there's my cap. I can't find my glue cap, so I'm going to use a pin until I find it. All right. What do you got to do today? There, I put that pin on there, like works really like a charm when you can't find the actual lid. A small set of squeeze. I don't know if that'll work either. I don't know. I have some clamp. I'll figure it out. I don't want to do it in here. It'll take too long to figure it out on camera. So I'll figure it out and I'll be back strong as ever showing you what I'm talking about. And I don't have the right combs because if I had the right combs, you'd see something really cool. But my combs are too tiny for the paper I'm using. You have to a little bit wider comb, but yeah, it's all good. I'm not worried about it. I accomplished the one thing that I wanted to get done. There is my black-eyed Susie right there. That's what a black-eyed Susie looks like, and I got that done. So that's somebody asked me yesterday, could I do that or whatever, and I did. So there we go. I'm happy. Oh, so I'll be moving on. I think I want to do one more day. I want to do this vortex and a little more of this paper quilling, and then I'm going to move on to something else because I want to start getting my journal together too. So that's what I'm going to do. Figure out what I want to do next. But one more day, I think, of doing this and then move on. Oh, I gotta go eat some breakfast, and I think, like I said, I'm gonna go out. I gotta get out, get some fresh air, and so to get me motivated, I think I'm just too tired lately, so I have to get some energy back. So I think by going outside and getting off for a little bit, I can come back and rejuvenate myself. So you're taking the kids to the doctors. MT's got to take off. Shelly, thank you for staying if you're still there. Shelly, you get the idea, but I will do more vortexes. I'm going to show you how cool it is. It's a very cool thing. And there's I got to find the right comb to do what I want to do. It's called the Triangles Twisted, and it's petals that are going to be, you can fiddle around with the design of the petals, which look really amazing and cool. I just have to get the right comb because that's not the right comb. This is way too. It has to be like that. It has to be a tiny comb, but not as tiny as that. Have a great Nana MT. I gotta go feed my son. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Velvet. We'll see you later for sure. Yeah, I'm taking a break here too, so I'm gonna go adios, get out of the house. I think I'm gonna go see my daughter today, which will be cool. Much love too. Thank you. I don't know why my Nightbot is acting up, but it's a goofy little thing. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate that. You and Mike and all of you. And let me get some strength back so I get a little more hyper coming back on here to show you I actually know what I'm doing here. All right, MT, thank you. Have a great day, guys. Take care. Bye.